And I found out, once you change your mindset, you can attack everything. I said, my God, man, we can all compete, motherfucker.
I go Cartier bracelet and Cartier watch, stack multiple Cartier medals on wrist. 100 more thousand gon' equal a whole nother million. I'm rich as a fuck.
It's been living, I feed a bankroll. How the saying go, got it flooded to my ankles. Need a raincoat,
pair of boots and a dang bow. Gotta stay flow. I might pull up in a stagecoach playing Beethoven.
Whoa.
Didn't think that it would work.
Yeah, now they coming out the woodwork.
Built up my own platform.
Could say I'm in the woodwork.
Made the song go viral.
Probably off some footwork.
Well, either that or the hook work.
Always think of the hook first.
Now I gotta
make a bag just to keep the lights on. I'm on your desktop, I'm an icon.
They say, hi, con, could you put a price on? I said, I ain't selling nothing, these are my songs. Been in my bag, got a satchel pack, give me a chance.
Acid rap.
Carry
Good
the weight.
morning, team. Happy Thursday. A bit later on in the week this week, as you've just seen, because it's a bit of a mad week, to be fair. Again, from last week when I mentioned about, you know, things feeling easy last week, it hit me hard this week like a ton of bricks. So after the 5k time trial, my legs felt really, really shot. And then this week's been tough, busy week before Christmas, which is obviously busy with work, busy with getting things sorted, busy with shopping, a few things going on. And then this week the weather's been horrendous, so it's actually calmed down a little bit today. But yesterday we got a run done again. I didn't record it because it was absolutely lashing down. And also got the sad news that Abby's dog had to get put down yesterday, which is also really sad. So yeah, this week's not been the best so far, but it's time to turn it around. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a sec. This week I meant to have an easy 10k like every week, but my knees have been absolutely shot, so I ended up doing some time on the bike early on the week just to get that aerobic work in. I'm struggling to get my long run in this week, which is 22k. That's because on Sunday we've got our team like pre-Christmas run, which we always do, so I decided to split my week up a little bit more, where instead of doing one 20k or 122k, I'm just going to do 2 10ks to replace that with speed working. And then we normal 2 sessions as well. So I said last night's session was tough. I did everything in my power to put it off. It was raining, it was wet, it was cold, the paces felt hard, my legs felt heavy, but we got it done in the end. So this is the first 10k of the 20k total. 5k easy into 5k at 4:30, and then get on with the rest of the day. There we go, session in the bag. So 10k total, 5k easy into 5k faster than marathon pace. So I think on average I was holding in the fast 5k like a 4:30, sorry, and then easy was just over 5 minute k. So again, I said it in the last video, and it's always the way, like I knew I'd have like a little bit of a dip in motivation after, like last week was meant to be a deload, but obviously the volume was lower. But when you're trying to do a 5k time trial plus everything else, it didn't really feel like a deload. So this week's going to feel a little bit tougher. I feel like I need a deload. So I'm just listening to my body. But again, I put it off last night doing it. I put this off all day yesterday, like, oh, I'll move it, etc. And Abby got to say to me, like, you have to change your mindset, like, you get to do this. And I'm like, that's so true, because she having a baby, she's not being able to train as much as I am, because I get to do it in the daytime. She gets to go a few times a week, but she wishes she could just leave the baby because the baby's really clingy. So like sometimes it's about that perspective of like, I get to do this, I'm able to do this, and that change in mindset doesn't half sort you out. So unless of me happen now, I'm off to meet my client Simo for a coffee, maybe break some bread as well, because again I haven't seen him for a while. He's been having a few injuries and stuff like that, so it'd be good to catch up. And again, all clients, I call them clients, but they are my team, like, and I refer to them as my team because I could sit down with every single one of them, have some food, have a coffee, have a pint. Like, that's the relationship that coaching has. It's not a, here's your program, go away, I'm your PT/coach. It's a relationship. So everyone I coach is my team, like they're my family, and I appreciate them all. So going into January, if you do want any information on what I do and want to work with me one-to-one, just hit the link in the description, or I'll go to my IG and drop me a DM, and I'd be happy to send over some information.
Been living, I feed a bankroll. How the saying go, got it flooded to my ankles. Need a raincoat,
pair of boots and a dang bow. Gotta stay flow. I might pull up in a stagecoach playing Beethoven.
Whoa.
Didn't think that it would work.
Yeah, now they coming out the woodwork.
Built up my own platform.
Could say I'm in the woodwork.
Made the song go viral.
Probably off some footwork.
Well, either that or the hook work.
always think of the hook first.
Now I gotta
Make a bag just to keep the lights on. I'm on your desktop, I'm an icon.
They say, hi, con, could you put a price on? I said, I ain't selling nothing, these are my songs. Been in my bag, gotta say
It's been a quiet one this week. We're just down at the park with the team. Got a little bit of a social run today, which I said earlier in the video. So just waiting for people to pull up. Again, it's so difficult in the UK this time of the year. It's 3 degrees, windy, hail, you name it. On it today, as you can probably hear on this microphone. So it's hard to plan out any sort of route or anything like that. But we'll get the job done today, and then we'll go and have a nice coffee. So let's go.
Like that heavy on his feet.
And just like that, we are back home. So it is Christmas Eve, and that was the week in the bag. I look back at the footage there and realised that was quite negative. But last week was one of them weeks. You know, when you're a little bit of a perfectionist and you're a little bit of a control freak, you want to try and hit every. I haven't missed a pace. I haven't missed a distance. Like, you want to try and nail everything as much as possible. And sometimes you got to be a little bit more fluid with it. Like, I'm a lot more chilled out now. So as I said, last week was a little bit all over the place, but I'll put what I did here. So Monday, we did a lifting session, which we always do on a Monday. Tuesday, we did, instead of a 10k easy run, we did a 45-minute bike followed by a high rock session, which contains around 7k of running in anyway. Count that session. Wednesday, we did the interval session, so the K 200s, 1,000 meters at a K at 4 minute K, plus 200 meters at 340 as a little bit of a push. Thursday, we did the 10k. Friday, we did the 10k, both with 5k intervals in as well. Saturday, we did a lift with Abby in the gym. That's the second session of the week, lifting. And then Sunday, we did the team social run as well. So I hit something every single week, but I was so like fixated on like, I need to get the 22k done, I need to get this that pace done, etc. It got it all done in the end, just a little bit differently. And I think that's the most important thing to think about it, is that I'm starting to feel ill as well. So when you're in a prep, whether it's marathon, half marathon, training, whatever, like, you're always going to have to be fluid with what you're doing with your training. It's never going to be so like black and white of like, hit this pace, hit this day. Things are going to have to move, especially when you've got a young family or you've got a business or whatever. Things will have to move, but it's about doing 100% with 100% of what you've got. So last week is a busy week across the board. Like, all clients I've spoken to, busy, shopping, finishing up for work, getting sorted for the family, everything you can think of to try and fit it in. It's a busy, busy week, me included. It's about doing 100% with what you've got. When can you train? Do it. Can you get something done rather than nothing? Do it. And get it ticked off. So same with this week, it's Christmas week. So we've got, obviously, today's Christmas Eve, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. This week's going to be a little bit different, but today I'm going to run, tomorrow we'll go high rocks, Wednesday, Thursday is Christmas and Boxing Day, spending full time with the family, and then we'll get some training towards the back end of the week. So I don't know when I'm going to pick up the camera, but it will be after the Christmas period. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of time off with the fam, and again in 2025 we're really going to turn a dial up on these prep videos. So again, not the best video in the world in my opinion, but thanks for tuning in as always. Welcome you to the next one. If you have any questions, hit me up in the DMs and let's have a solid 2025. All the best. Thank you for following, and I'll catch you all in 2025. Peace.